set. This is the second One Piece box set, which includes volumes 24 to 46 with a side story and some poster nobody cares about. And yeah, I waited for this box in particular for many months because the postal service here, as always, is pretty bad, but it's getting much better, so expect maybe more volumes per month in these videos. So yeah, if you are planning to buy Shonen Jump volumes and for the series you're interested in, they have a box set. Always go for the box set because it's both very compact and very easy to like store your manga in and move it wherever you want. It's extra artwork and it's much cheaper. So definitely consider buying the box sets. Next, also by Viz Media, Pluto. This is volume 2. I actually owned volume 2 of Pluto. I own all of Pluto, but as you can see in many videos where people who have Pluto, they have here not a signature edition, but the old signature edition, which was a flower of sorts, and it, like, my OCD kicked in and I couldn't stand it, like the 7 other volumes having the signature logo, the new one, and this one having the old one. So when I found a way to get this one specifically, I sold the previous one, got this one, and now I have all of Pluto with the signature logo. Yeah, this is a work by Naoki Urasawa based on an Osamu Tezuka work on Astro Boy. This is Astro Boy, and yeah, it's definitely one of my all-time favorite stories, so I definitely recommend getting it. It's only 8 volumes long, so I think you definitely can manage it. Also, the release is really nice. Next, The Flowers of Evil, the complete edition. This contains 3 volumes released by Vertical in English. My first encounter with Shuzo Oshimi and his works was Happiness, and then I tried The Flowers of Evil because I heard about it a lot and decided to check it out. I did not enjoy the first 3 volumes, the first book in the complete edition, because like everyone was kind of stupid and vague, and they talked in like poetic language, which I do not enjoy and I think is pretentious, especially for kids that really don't know anything about anything. But yeah, this volume went way more in line with how Happiness is, which is fucked up and brutal, and it was much more fun. The characters are pretty insane, and I really enjoyed this one, and definitely looking forward to getting more of it. Okay, Prison School, Volume 9, released by Yen Press. This, in Japanese, this would be volumes 17 and 18. Still my absolute favorite comedy. There's nothing that beats it so far. Like, I heard it gets kind of bad later, but we'll see. This volume still had some fantastic moments. As always, reading it and cracking up. It's definitely one of my top recommendations for maybe not for beginners, but if you're a seasoned manga reader, I definitely recommend checking it out. And if you enjoy volume 1, I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy it at least until volume 18. So yeah, we'll definitely be getting more of that. Next, Golden Kamuy, Volume 4, released by Viz, also a signature edition. The anime is airing, but I really don't care. The manga looks so much better. and in general the story is pretty cool. You learn a lot about Ainu culture and Hokkaido culture, lots of food and animal stuff. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Okay, next let's move to some more basic shit, like My Hero Academia Volume 12. As much as I enjoy My Hero Academia, this volume really pissed me off because Kohei Horikoshi, they're, everyone is a fucking moron. I won't get into spoilers, but why does everyone from UA win under such loose tournament conditions? Yep. Did not enjoy this volume as much. Hope it gets better. The Promised Neverland, Volume 3. If you've heard my criticism with Volumes 1 and 2, I thought it was kind of weak as a detective mystery and stuff, but this volume, especially the ending, it raises the stakes way up, and it has become much more enjoyable to read, so I hope it continues with this trend in the future. Next, Food Wars, Volume 23, still my favorite manga to date. It's just great, starting a whole new plot, ending a previous one. The stakes always get higher. Somehow they manage to do this. The hype rises. It's insane. Seriously. If you don't care about food, doesn't matter. I don't care about food at all. But this is still my absolute favorite manga so far. Platinum End, Volume 5. So this manga is getting a lot of shit because it's made by Takeshi Obata and Tsugumi Oba, the creators of Bakuman and Death Note. And Takeshi Obata, for example, the artist, his art here is on a whole new level. I love this series for the art especially, but even the story, what Tsugumi Oba is telling here, it's still interesting. Maybe it's not as well put as Bakuman and Death Note, but it's so consistent in terms of the rules of the world. This stuff at the end are the rules, and characters, they're a little weaker because they don't have much depth, and it kind of comes off because all the people here are people who were supposed to die or commit suicide or something, so they're not mentally very stable. But it's still a very good series. Not as good as Death Note and Bakuman, but definitely nothing to ridicule. Assassination Classroom, Volume 21. I have yet to read Volumes 19, 20, and 21, but this is complete. Looking forward to seeing the conclusion. I think it's an okay series, until volume... I've read, until volume 18. And, I don't know, let's hope this image means Koro Sensei is fucking dead and replaced the moon because he's a stupid yellow squid. Battle Angel Alita. I got this one from a Loot Anime Crate. I did not really care about it. I looked inside and the art looks really, really good. And there's a live action movie coming, which also looks pretty good. Not sure how great it is as a sci-fi story. yeah, we'll see. And if I like it, you'll probably see more volumes in the future. Alright, next, Cage of Eden, volumes 4 and 5. I have not read these yet. I have back in the day when I was still reading scanlations on my phone, and I remember roughly how this arc ends, but I don't know, it's really fun to own, and it's a pretty fun series. Yeah, I think I recommend it, but I'm not sure how it ends. I heard it ends pretty badly. BTOOOM volume 19. So this volume I also waited for it a couple of months, and the series concluded not too long ago with 25 volumes, so I'll be waiting for it. They tried to make the cover look like a video game box, but they kind of failed. I know the French release of this looks way more like a game package. But anyway, this story is kind of interesting. I really wish someone makes a proper video game with this concept, especially now with all the battle royale games like Fortnite and PUBG. Like, this is perfect. This is a battle royale, but only with grenades. I'm sure it can be made interesting in a video game setting, so yeah. If you care about that stuff, read it. If you don't. Up to you. Okay, next. Sensei no Barrage, or Bulge, or however you want to pronounce it. This is a work that was made before My Hero Academia by Kohei Horikoshi. This is pretty terrible, except Richard. Shout out to Richard. Yeah, this is awful. Don't get it. I know this is released by Viz, or it was at least many years ago, so it is possible to get in English. But again, I do not recommend this. It's pretty shallow, pretty boring. But it's only 2 volumes, so it's not that bad. Next. Tonari no Koiwai Kataki, I think. Gataki? Yeah. Name doesn't matter, because you should never ever read this garbage. This is a shoujo manga. I haven't read many shoujo manga, but this is definitely one of the worst manga I've ever read. Everyone is a moron, everyone's a hypocrite. Nothing makes sense. Yeah, it's supposed to be based on feelings and not logic, but it doesn't make sense in terms of feelings either. But at least the ending is funny. Oops, spoilers. Yeah, fuck this manga. Next. Kutei dragons, or drifting dragons. Unlike the name suggests, it's not people racing on dragons and drifting in the clouds. This is about dragon hunting, and the dragons are not traditional in their designs, which is pretty cool. Let me try to find maybe an image of a dragon. Like, this is a dragon. This does not look like a dragon in any traditional sense, but it's pretty cool. It's people riding on like ships, hunting them, and then selling the meat. They're like sky farmers, in a sense. I have a few problems with it, but overall it's pretty okay. It's very episodic. This is also released by Kodansha Comics in English, so if you're interested, get it. I know a few people who really like it and can't wait to read more than just these 2 volumes. Next, A Giant Spider and Me. This is released by 7 Seas Entertainment in English. This is a very fun, also episodic series, also about food. Like, there's always, like in Kute Dragons, and here there's always a food item that's made. Again, I don't care about food, like I said, with Food Wars, but these series are still fun. This is a slice of life, a story in a post-apocalyptic world with a girl and a fluffy spider. This is the cutest spider ever, and if you like cute things, this is definitely a series you'd like to read. But there is a huge cliffhanger at the end, and I really want to read what happens next, because maybe it will become an actual serious story. I don't know. Yeah. So get it. Should be fun. Next series, the edgiest series ever, called Fire Punch. But oh man, I love this series. It's so much fun. Yeah, I can't actually explain it in any capacity because it's insane. Like, this dude is kind of a god, and people are fucked up, and there's religion, and there's cannibalism, and there's fire, and there's ice, and there's movies, and there's death, a lot of death. There's gods, there's a big tree, some Naruto stuff, some other bullshit. Yeah, a lot of stuff happens here, and nothing makes sense, and it's super fun. If you want something really unexpected, really weird, I definitely recommend Fire Punch. It's also released by Viz. I think there are 2 volumes currently, and yeah, this is pretty sick. Also, the volume covers look great. Yeah, so this is Fire Punch, this is edgy, this is awesome. If you don't like the first volume, like, don't bother with the rest. It's all pretty much on the same insanity level. Volume 7 gets really, like, slow and like a complete change of pace, and then it returns to insanity. So remember, Fire Punch, and as Viz advertised it, it's the edgiest manga. Okay, next, a series I know many have read in English, but this is the Japanese release. This is Dorohedoro. It still says so in English, so yeah. Japanese respect America. So anyway, the reason I got it in Japanese is because these Japanese volumes are absolutely insane high quality. I think these are the highest quality volumes I own to date. I'm not sure you can see, but this is like a lizard scale embossing, lizard skin embossing. There's artwork on the front, on the back, inside the sleeves, under the cover. I'll show you more in the volumes. Like, really nice pages, insane quality artwork. Even the color pages look way better than the ones in the scan versions on the internet. So yeah, this is also not as edgy as Fire Punch, but it's pretty insane. Like, if you want to boil down the story, it's a dude with a lizard head trying to find out where his original head is. And the story is pretty much everything besides that, but also that. And then they resolve the story, but it's still not ending, and this is also something I could never explain. Like, you can only read it and maybe try to get it. So yeah, super high quality volumes. So volumes 1, 2. I'll try to show the back as well because it's not easy to find. Volume 3. Also, you get a sense of all the characters. Like, you know everyone, and there are so many. So that was Kaiman, Nikaido, Shin, and now this is Ebisu and Fujita. That's volume 4. I will get volume 5 next month. This is N and Judas's ear, this little doggy. Yeah, this is Professor Kasukabe and Johnson. You really like Johnson. He's... Oh, yeah, I forgot. This is also... No, I will not spoil anything. I really recommend reading it. Like, the journey of reading it is pretty hectic. Try reading it with people and discussing it. It's an amazing experience. Damn, I forgot this guy's name. But even if you forget the name, you know the whole history of every character. And they're all kinda beloved. And again, like, the embossing on each volume is different. Here it's like diamonds. Here it's different size dots or whatever. Here you have like a Tetris embossing. It's absolutely insane quality, and it's not some Kanzen edition. This is the regular edition of the volumes. I'm pretty sure the English ones don't go this far. Like, I know at the very least that the covers are not in such high quality. This is... I forgot his name as well. Oh, Shoda. Shoda, this is some of the cross eyes. These characters are really fun. Like, everyone's fun. This has plus embossing. This has weird arrow embossing. Aikawa, Asu, and Lil Nikaido, Chidoruma. If you know these characters, like, just seeing them again is super fun. Volume 13, Haru and Sho. Tanba, I think, and forgot the name. And maybe here you can see like the weird like circular embossing of sorts. I can't believe they put so much effort into this series, but this is like a cult hit. It has 22 volumes currently, and it was running for 20 years, which is pretty insane. It's only one volume a year, a little bit more on average, but still, that's almost nothing. Yeah. Volume 16. Volume 17. And the stuff that happens in the later volumes, it always one-ups itself with how crazy it is. It's really amazing. And volume 18, I'll have volumes 5 and 19 through 22 next month. So yeah, stay tuned for that if you care. If you don't, then don't. Oh, by the way, they also have extra artwork here behind the covers. Let me try find maybe a better volume for it. Yeah, this is pretty. Also, the art is fantastic. It never gets lower in quality. Let me show you the volumes side by side. Obviously, it's not in order, but who cares? Okay. How about that? Pretty sick. These are the Japanese editions. Also, like, again, the care they give to these volumes. So, these are the volumes, and usually Japanese volumes come with little slip covers for ads, sometimes in anime or other series or whatever. And here you have, with each volume, like, this is an ad for like little figureheads. This is volume 18, this is volume 17. Like, little ads of this kind for the later volumes. And for the other volumes you get, like, the back is the same, but they actually bother to change the front for each and every volume every time. And just this much effort for such small things, I think this is kind of amazing. It shows just how beloved Dorohedoro is as a series. So yeah, this is it for this month's Shape the Collection video. I hope you enjoyed. Next month I'll have more series. Some are crazy, some are less. Definitely not going to top Fire Punch and Dorohedoro when it comes to crazy insanity, but pretty crazy nonetheless. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Bye bye.